Hi, folks. It's Professor Eli. Welcome to the third week of English 102. As always, you'll find most of the information that you need inside the module for this week. And as always, some of the expectations are the same. For example, as always, we have a discussion, the first part of which is due on Wednesday evening, the second part of which is due on Sunday evening. Which reminds me, don't forget, folks, all assignments, as always, must be completed by Sunday evening. There's a lot of stuff to do this week, things to learn about, APA references and how to write a proposal. In fact, that's what I want to talk to you about, the main objective for this week, which is writing a research proposal. This is basically just picking up on the work that you've done already. Most of you have selected a topic. Most of you have come up with sources who can support you as you discuss that topic. And now I want you to write something that gives your readers a sense of how you're going to put all this information together. I'm going to say a lot to you about how to do that, but here is the one main point, the thing you really want to keep in mind if you keep in mind nothing else. A proposal is a roadmap. That's all it is. If you were going on a trip somewhere, you wouldn't just jump in the car. You would find a way to plan out your trip, to let people know what direction you were going to take, where you were going to stop, where you might stay overnight on the way to your destination. A proposal is exactly the same thing. It's a roadmap. All I'm asking you to do is help me to understand how you are going to process all this information that you're accumulating about your topic. So, what you want to do is write about 3 paragraphs. And each of these paragraphs has a specific purpose, and I've tried to sort of lay it out here for you to look at. But there's also, don't forget, a sample proposal in the module. And I really urge you to look closely at that proposal before you start, at that example, before you start writing your own proposal. In any event, you'll have 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph will probably be the longest of the 3. You're going to provide a general overview of your topic, which should include any specific examples that will help to illustrate the topic to your readers, and you want to include some quotes or statistics or data from your sources that will further explain the topic's exact nature and significance. In other words, this is the point. Here is what you want to put in the first paragraph. I want you to consider all or a few of the following lines of inquiry. What is it? Where is it found? When does it occur? How does it function? And most importantly, why does it matter? All those inquiries are related to your topic. What's the topic? Where can we find it? When does it usually occur? How can we recognize it? How does it function? And don't forget the most important part. Why does any of this matter? What are the implications? Those are the things you want to be talking about in the first paragraph. I'll expect to see some quotes from your sources in that paragraph, and that means you'll also be including some in-text citations in APA style. Please make sure those in-text citations are formatted correctly. Please also include a works cited list at the end, particularly if you have more than one source, and I should hope you do at this point, although only one source is required for this assignment. Getting back to the instructions. The second thing you want to do, the second paragraph in other words, is raise some of the specific questions you have about the topic. This should be easy since many of you raised questions in last week's assignment. So this part should be interesting or easy, but you may have accumulated some new questions, or some new questions may have occurred to you as you come to learn more about your topic. So I want in the second paragraph for you to raise some of the specific questions you have about the topic, and if there are any subtopics that you plan to explore, please include those as well. It says here, for example, if you are writing about the impact of Disney on animation techniques, You might also spend a little time talking about companies that have adopted some of those techniques, such as Pixar or Illumination, the people that make Despicable Me. And then finally, in the third paragraph, you want to explain what might be necessary to answer these questions and to explore these issues. What approach will you take? Will you look at the topic historically? Will you look at it politically? Or will you investigate the psychological or sociological implications? Again, the idea for the third paragraph is to provide readers with a roadmap of your plans for the research paper. It's true that the research paper is not due for many, many weeks, but a research paper isn't written so much as it is built. And that is what we're doing right now, folks. We're building a research paper. We're accumulating the questions, the answers, the information, and most of all, the sources to help us write a successful research paper. As always, I'm available on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays if you have questions. And of course, you can email me anytime. I look forward to seeing what you have to say.